What if I told you that the thing you've been avoiding or hiding all along is actually something you can use in your favor? Welcome back to my channel. Hi, I'm Angel Christina, a certified life coach, and today I'm going to show you and give you a message on how to turn something that might come across as a weakness into a strength. Today we're going to discuss how vulnerability can become your superpower. Vulnerability is a word that have been catching my eye for a number of years now, thanks to Brené Brown. And after this video, please do look out for her TED Talk about vulnerability. And vulnerability is something that when I was growing up, came across as a weakness. You can't show your emotions, you can't show your true self, you can't show how you're really truly feeling, your authentic self. However, in my experience and in my opinion, when you are able to finally remove all those layers and masks and reveal your true self, that is actually bravery and courage. With whom do you need to wear these masks? Are there people around you that you need to tread on eggshells? When people don't appreciate us for our true selves, for all the emotions we experience, I would say these are not your people, these are not your tribe. Because with vulnerability, you connect at a deeper level. You connect at a sense of growth, of intimacy. And if these people cannot connect to this part of you who's really vulnerable at the time, but still open and honest, then I feel those are the wrong people to have, at least in those moments, but in my opinion, in general. So I really do encourage you to start thinking, when do you allow yourself to be vulnerable? And with whom? Do you open your heart to everyone you have around, or do you protect it? And why do you protect your heart from these people? Sometimes we go through life and we feel like we're being ourselves. However, I've come to know that sometimes we accommodate other people. We put their feelings before ours so that there's no hassle, there's no upheaval, there's no disagreements, there's no turmoil. When we do that, which I have done for so many years, we are actually choosing to put our true emotions to the side or on the back burner, sometimes for many years in a row. And whilst doing that, and when we do that, we actually lose the connection to our true selves. So when we are in these environments where we feel we need to be someone else to help them be comfortable, because being vulnerable is very uncomfortable, then we start slowly but surely, year after year after year, losing our true self. Until one fine day you wake up and you're like, I can't remember who I am, what I like. I always accommodate what they need, their feelings, their circumstances, their emotions, their lifestyles. But what do I really want and need in my life? And I would like to invite you to use this video to perhaps pause in your life, in your routine, and think about this. If you are around these people, I encourage you to take a little break from them, to take some distance for yourself, to reconnect with yourself, to see exactly how you've lost yourself, what steps did you take, who you put before you and who you prioritized to come before you, and why. Sometimes life just takes over and we go through life day by day, sleeping, working, weekends, and we continue putting this mask on. But I cross many clients and people in my community who tell me, I don't know what my purpose is anymore. And one of the answers to this is, I understand, because you have walked away from what actually you need for yourself to be happy, content, and calm. So would you call yourself happy, content, and calm whilst watching this video? Or are you just floating, surviving, and just swimming on the surface, but deep down you are suppressed, frustrated, annoyed, maybe even angry? There might be some feelings that perhaps you haven't allowed to feel. which means you have not allowed yourself to be vulnerable. And if you're thinking, well, I don't like to cry, vulnerability is not necessarily crying. Crying, in my opinion, helps a lot because for me, it's a release of everything that's kept inside, of everything that's like stacked in there. However, you need one person. If you don't have a circle of friends, you need perhaps a coach, a mentor, someone who can support you, with whom you can put everything down, all the weights, all the masks, and just be you. And if you're like me, like I used to be, I didn't even know what that looks like. So perhaps message me and we'll have a conversation. I would love to have that with you. When you find this person, treasure them, because when this person just sits there and listens, they don't even need to do much more. In my work, in the energy work that I do in my coaching, I call it holding space. So this precious person would just sit there, not even needing to hug you, and just hold space for you to download and say, oh, it's been so crap, it's been so shit, and this has happened to me, and because of this I feel like this. And they don't even need to give advice, they don't even need to answer, they don't even need to give you guidance, they just need to make you feel heard and seen. And in that moment, when you feel you can download, is the moment that you allow yourself to be vulnerable. And after you do that, you will realize you're feeling relieved. And in that relief is what I call the superpower, because you will feel inside you this newfound strength by putting down all that armor that you thought was keeping you protected and safe, and instead found a superpower in actually letting it go and trusting your own self. Because our body does miracles. Our body gives us everything we need for when we need it. So if you're going through a turmoil, you can handle it. And as tough as it is, I've gone through my own stuff recently and even in the past. And I was able to go through it because I had the help, the tools, the support that I need in my life. So if perhaps you don't have one of those, do reach out, do ask someone to help you. Because in vulnerability, there is beauty. Vulnerability is not a weakness, my dear friend. Vulnerability is a superpower that when you allow yourself to reach that point, when you allow yourself to embrace you with all of your emotions, colors, and facets, that is the moment where you are allowing yourself to be your true, authentic self. And in that moment, you are being true to yourself. You are doing you. Thank you so much for watching. And if you like these little snippets and secrets that I'm sharing with you, please make sure you subscribe to my channel and consider joining my membership on Patreon from the link in the description box below. Thanks for watching, like this video and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye!